Hey, buddy.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. I'm still working on that to-do list. I still have stuff to sort through.
I mean, I will for days, but like I'm much more managed.
Okay, I was gonna say if you need a second, I'm in the middle of something.
Yeah, no, if you're busy, that's fine. I'll work on this. Like I said, I have plenty to do forever.
Gotcha. It's not gonna take me that long.
Got gems and jewels to sort through.
Gotcha. I'm a little farther ahead than I realized myself. With the part of the story, I've only made it through like 2 or 3 times.
Need that one. Trash that. That could be sold. Oops. Give me that back.
What a lovely day.
That's so close. Okay. Yeah, I left my do list off last night, probably about 1:30 in the morning. Right before the fight with Katava.
Yeah.
Which was where we ended yesterday.
Dang.
And this morning I woke up, killed Katava.
I'm playing.
I am almost done with Act 8 or 9.
Jeez.
I think it's Act 8.
You were... I don't know how you level so fast. Just
I
ridiculous.
don't pick as much stuff up to vendor.
Okay. Yeah, just... Well, that's
So my
true,
time-
you have...
Well,
Yeah.
even when I'm like poor, I only grab stuff I know vendors for things I need, or pick up things that I need because I have enough familiarity with the game. I know what to like bypass and what not to. Like I've been grabbing scepters lately because I wanted something for this character before 62,
Yeah.
and I think one of the ones you let me pick up the other day was actually perfect. I just don't remember what I did with it. It was just a bunch of fire damage and burning damage, which is we like to see.
Bam. And... At level 62 I have armor. I think you gave that to me.
Yes. Most likely.
What else do I need to look for? Helm.
Okay. So, you ready? I almost forgot to say this, but last time we had one more thing we could have done before we were done, but it wasn't that big of a deal.
I'm almost ready. Give me 1 second. I think I'm gonna put that on. I'll take that.
But you know where we spawn when we first create our character, the Twilight Strand?
Like at the very beginning, yeah?
Yes. Well, we have a
Oh.
mission to go clear that out of the dead that are left.
Okay.
I always forget about it.
I had a large socket jewel. It wasn't the one you gave me. Maybe I don't.
The cluster jewels outside, like, I'm pretty sure I gave you one, but...
You gave me one and I found that one, but I'm pretty sure I picked up one.
Say large and medium and small cluster jewels only drop off of a very specific,
Okay.
league type.
So probably not.
Right.
It was just something I thought.
They are a delirium mechanic, which you'll know whenever you walk into a place, kind of like the affliction thing, the Viridian Wildwoods. There's what they call a delirium mirror, which is like shattered, and as you approach it, it moves around, and you can see your reflection approaching it from the backside. And it makes stuff weird and difficult, but you get items out of it.
Let's see.
It modifies rares, like you know how they have the affixes kind of like items where they get prefixes and suffixes. They get a special delirium one that gives them a weird ability, but also affects the kind of loot they drop.
Okay.
I think delirium, if you don't do just the automatic like 100% off the crafting option, like if you use orbs, they add 20% delirium at a time, and every 20% increases monster difficulty, but also reward.
Okay.
So you can get up to 100% delirious, and the way it works is after so many monsters killed, you go up a tier, and after, I think, 3 of those, you have another reward layer start. So, like, it'll start with, like, hey, every, like, tier, you're going to get rare weapons, or rare jewelry. After the 3rd one, you get a 2nd tier that starts at 1. It could be the same thing or something different.
Okay.
So as you keep racking up kills, you're racking up more and more and more loot. It's currency, fragments, kind of like the way it was broken down for the Blight stuff, if you remember all the different chest types.
Okay.
It's kind of the same pool for the Delirium loot rewards. But essentially with the Delirium orbs, they are basically a 5th Delirious, so they have the 20% quality, and then they are guaranteeing one of those chest rewards as that type. So I have like a currency one, I have one for like rare or unique maps.
Okay.
So you can kind of mix and match and build it onto your map how you want it. So you can make a map 60% delirious, guarantee 2 currency and like a jewelry one or something like that. Those delirium orbs also only drop from delirium, and they are pricey. Super expensive. It's just, there's so many mechanics, and with what you have, I'm kind of excited to see if you want to try Delve, because that's what we're built for. That's what
Okay.
you're built for. You're so tanky, like that stuff's so difficult, and it doesn't matter, because you can just like stand there and take it.
I don't mind.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, it'll take forever for me to kill it too, but like it doesn't matter, I can just walk past it. Like,
I realized that I
Delve's-
didn't have a jewel in a socket because I was waiting for my level 54, and I'm like, might as well put a small one in, right?
Yeah, you might as
Yeah.
well. The only thing I would be careful with is if it gives you actual attributes. Because sometimes you can, like, a skill gem will level, and then when you go to swap that jewel out, you'll have to, like, lower the level of your skill gem, or, like, it gets
Fix it.
weird.
Yeah, okay.
This is the awkward part. If you don't have just crazy high stats or running jewels of just your color or whatever, it gets
Yeah.
tricky. This is, like, the 40s to the 60s is my least favorite part. I've never figured out how to smooth this out.
The thing that helped the leap slam, what was that again?
Faster attacks?
Faster
It's a
attacks.
green
Oh, it's a
support gem.
screen support.
It looks like he's got a Donald Trump haircut.
Wow, it really does. So I can drop added fire damage support, physical damage support, maim support, or chance to bleed. Which rates
Or on
the
what?
faster attacks. Which I'm
On
also
Leap Slam? You have all of those on Leap Slam?
on Leap Slam and Earth Shatter.
I would move Leap Slam and faster attacks to a different spot.
It's probably a good idea, but the problem with that...
Your Leap Slam will be cheaper.
That's true. It doesn't really bother me, though. It doesn't hurt me.
I know. Well, it's also getting all of the extra modifiers.
I know.
So if
and it hurts.
If it doesn't bother you, then it's fine.
Like, I mean, the thing is I use blood magic and I don't ever take any damage. And I use it to get into combat, so it's kind of like... But at the same time, you're right. You're right.
My goal has always been to make my travel skill as cheap and painless as possible.
Yeah, and I get that. Why is this locked? Oh, that's locked. Leap Slam's locked. Unsocket that. Equip that. Sorry, Bubba. Actually, this could be good. There we go. There we go. I'll change that. That'll be a little bit different. So I put that the Leap Slam over with my double strike, which is getting enhanced by faster attacks and melee splash support. So I think that affects Leap Slam as well. So it's a little bit cheaper. And now
what all is on it?
Melee splash support and faster attack support. And now, why is it not letting me select the sockets on something?
Sometimes that happens. You'll just have to like unequip the thing.
Okay.
And then try. I don't know if it has to do with just the way that it overlaps with the map and stuff. It's just a weird location and it can't bring up the whole text box. So do you want to try a transfigured gem out?
You can.
Because I have one I can give you. I'm not really attached to it.
What does it do?
It is a different version of, like this one's Molten Strike of the Zenith. So it's like Molten Strike, but different.
Okay. I can switch it out for
like
Earth Shatter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's if you want to.
No, I'd be interested to try it. Right now, the support for Earth Shatter is life gain on hit, added fire, physical, maim, bleed.
Change this so I can order you some. I've almost filled up my gem stash, which holds 500 gems.
Jeez.
Well, I found a bunch of
I thought about it. I think I might wait. until I get a PC. I might. I don't know. I don't know.
No, wait till what?
I get a PC
For what?
to buy. I might just spend $10 right now for it, but the stashes,
Oh, I got
stash
you.
tabs.
And do you? Whatever makes you happy.
I feel like I could be a little more conservative on space and throw away a lot of stuff. Use a lot more not using because I'm being too conservative and not just burning through some of the resources, you know. And if you want some of the stuff you gave me, because I have a lot of jeweler's orbs that I'm pretty sure you gave me.
You're good.
It's
I
half
have
of
gone
it.
through. I have both gone through and made back a lot of that. Like I had spent it and then had to buy it and then spent it back again.
I'm sorry, are you waiting to trade me?
No, I am going through my inventory. I had to make room and sell some shit.
Eeh.
I have stuff for you.
Part of the Lollipop Guild, Lollipop Guild. I have no idea what that actually does for me. They're very adamant though.
There should be a
There is a
guild stash
There it is.
available.
But I have to buy a guild stash tab to use.
What's going on?
You have to microtransaction to use guilds.
I mean, it's probably fair.
That's fair.
That way you can't, like, come in and just steal everybody's shit. That way, if you don't end up liking the Molten Strike, you can try Earth Shatter with the 20%.
Heh. I'm excited.
I don't know if I've told you before, but they have a vendor recipe for support gems. When they reach level 20, you can vendor them with a single gem cutter's prism, and it will change them to a level 1 20 quality. It used to be every gem, but they changed it to where active skill gems, so like your attacks and stuff that are being supported, don't get that. You cannot vendor them and get a 20% out of it. You actually have to use the gem cutters.
I see.
But the preferred way to do it is the labyrinth, where we're getting our subclass stuff. One of the options on that font, where you transform the gem or whatever, is also to put percent quality on a gem.
Okay.
And the higher difficulty you go, the higher that number rolls. So like I've added anywhere from 10 to 20% to a single gem in one run. So it's real easy to do. Like once your character can handle running like Merciless Labyrinth, just run it a handful of times, try and get the gem you want, and bump a bunch of stuff up. Because if you hold L3 on a gem, it'll tell you what the additional effect is from quality.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Any other red? Wanna run? I could put Vol Reap on, see what it does, work with it for a minute. And what kind of supports do I got?
sure. I know I have some transfigure gems in here, but I don't have very many red ones. I don't know if you noticed, the actual gem color is different.
For what?
On that one, on the one that I gave you, the Molten Strike. It's not a normal red.
It's like brighter.
It's like pink.
Yeah. Dang. Don't got any good red supports to go with that, but oh well. You know what, we'll just do stun support, that'll be fun.
So you don't have to even use it right now, like it was just kind of a gift.
Oh yeah, no, and I was just putting on another ability. That's, I probably don't even have to use.
Depending on how well we do, I have that, I essentially have a duelist version of the character that you're playing that's kind of prioritizing attack speed. And I'm basically rebuilding my Juggernaut character as a duelist instead of a marauder.
I see.
So like, I actually stripped down my Juggernaut character entirely. I went and bought another axe that's the exact same as the one I gave you.
I see.
Because it's the cheapest thing that's easy to find with the like 500 to 600 like top end on damage, and that's all I care about. I put my totems in my axe so they're supported by the melee splash.
Okay.
And then I keep my actual like brutality, or not brutality, bone shatter in my chest.
I see.
But it's going super fast, and it's been really consistent. I haven't run into hiccups the way I did with the Juggernaut, but that's also not being fair because the Juggernaut was literally the first character on the account. So they are finding the gear.
I'm ready.
Alright.
Bubba. Yeah, the first character's probably the roughest, especially if you don't got somebody to help you.
And that is exactly why I liked starting with the Marauder the way you did, because it's so reliable with like very little gear.
Yeah.
I mean, if I hadn't given you a bunch of stuff, you would have been fine. It would have been slower, just by a small margin. Okay, fellas.
I'm gonna have to get used to my new button layout.
See, I try to have pretty consistent setup where like X is my main thing. Square tends to be my travel skill. Triangle is either my totem or my defensive button, like Molten Skull or something. And then circle tends to be my boost, like Signal Power, Curse, something like that.
Let's see.
My R2 buttons are all of my auras. I never touch that button unless I change my gear or for some reason they turn off.
Yeah.
And L2 is my other stuff, like the stuff I wish I could fit on my regular button. I don't like having a tab over.
Yeah.
This thing I miss about PC. It's very minor.
I don't mind it too much. It's a way of getting away with it.
I have adjusted.
I will say, if you start with the PC and then you came over and played this, it would probably feel absolutely disgusting.
It does. And it took a while, but like I said, I have adjusted. There's a bunch of stuff where like I have either grown to enjoy it more or I've either just accepted. But it is the way it is. You know what's really silly though? The PS5 is compatible with keyboard and mouse,
Yeah.
but Path of Exile is not.
What?
When it is on the PS5.
Because the way they reformatted it.
Yep, and it is still a PS4 game, technically.
Yeah, you're just playing it on the PS5.
Yep. So it just does not have the... We're missing 3 of them.
I was saying that about Enlisted though. If you would want to play a first person, that'd be one that's free, and like, I think they run on their own server, so you don't even need PSN for it.
Right on.
It's made by the same people that made War Thunder, the playing game, and the one that did the tank game that did it really well.
Yeah, regarding the guild invite, Derek said it's too bad that we're on PlayStation because he has a bunch of stuff in a guild stash tab and doesn't have anybody to play with anymore. I was like, well, good news. Luke is getting a PC soon. I was like, Emily's getting a PC, so hopefully I can play occasionally on there.
I didn't have anything to turn in.
Lily will take Nessa's old spot, but in the meantime, down here where we came in, Sin in the waypoint, she's down here by the ship.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
While you've been skulking about.
So we did
Not used to that being there.
part of the mud flats. Yeah, no, it's kind of weird.
Get past a point? Or that was a refund point, wasn't it?
And I just went back to the coast.
I'm gonna sell this few items that I just got real quick.
You're good. I'll actually open a portal for you. And I'm going to the mud flats, and we don't have a... Hey, speak of the devil, there's a delirium mirror, like right in front of us.
Alright. I'm on my way. Well, yeah.
Good. Tip
Mud
portal.
flats.
So as soon as you come in, you're going to see on your mini-map the blue thing for the Viridian Wildwoods, and then just beyond it there should be like a triangular, almost looks like Nicol Bolas's horns from MTG.
Okay.
I don't know if you see what I'm talking about yet.
I'm not loaded yet.
Okay. Well, you popped in on my screen.
I told you I want to make cubes out of a lot of that bulk.
Oh yeah.
I think I see it. I want to make a cube for each of them that has enough for 8 players to play. Oh god.
Did you die?
I died.
Oh what?
A mass of zombies.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. I'm next.
Oh,
I'm next.
and oh no.
Yeah, your resistances have been...
I died again.
Okay. Here, let me clear this.
Wow.
Check your resistances.
Ouchie mama.
What's your fire res?
Let's check it. I have 17, 17, 7, and negative 30.
17, 7, and 7?
17, 17, and 7, and then negative 30.
That's what happened.
That's what happened. I can't take damage anymore all of a sudden.
Well, the thing is you only lost 30%. So
Oh, but I lost more because, like, scaling?
No, you changed your gear.
I didn't change it that much.
Did you take off the gold rim?
The gold what?
The gold rim, the helmet that you started with?
I probably did. That might have
I
been
was
it.
giving you like 30 to 40% each.
Where did I put it? I put it in one of these.
Well, you don't have to put it back on. I have
Well,
like a ring that kind of works here.
I actually need to find something that's going to give me some more resistance.
What level are you?
51. I need to get to 54 and I'll be getting better. My belt gives fire damage, cold damage, adds lightning damage, 8% elemental resistances, 30% elemental damage.
You have a belt that I gave you.
Yeah.
That will cover a lot of those.
My boots give me damage. We could change that out because they're just a 15% increased movement. But those have fun. Drop shocked ground while moving last 2 seconds. That is fun. Increased attack speed. I do like these two. The iron gauntlets. The ring. Strength, and I'm wearing Grant's level. Calm sign. Coral ring. Maximum life.
Calm sign can definitely get dropped for a resistance ring. That would help you.
And I'm also wearing Blackheart iron ring.
Yeah, both of those can be swapped out. That will save you so much trouble, buddy.
That's a lot of damage adds, but like I need resistances. Yeah, I need resistances. And my amulet is the Carnage Heart Onyx amulet.
Yeah, Carnage Heart's still fine. It's giving you.
That's
like,
delightful. Plus 40 to all attributes, plus 53 to all attributes. What level
did you say you were?
51.
51.
And I really need to get a new chest. That's really part of my problem. In fact, if I put on any chest right now, it'd probably be better. Wouldn't it?
How long do you have to wait for that 6th thing?
62, so another 11. Oof.
That's pretty rough.
That's why I'm looking what I got. See, I have a 3-link with 392 armor, increases armor by 11%, 49 maximum life, 6% fire resistance, 7% increased stun block recovery, reflects 2 physical damage, melee attackers. That might actually be good for now. For 11 levels.
I know I've got... It might be. I might have stuff that you can wear.
I got a chest that is... I don't have enough intelligence for it. Never mind.
17 is pretty rough, buddy.
I was gonna say, so if you can't find anything better than that chest, I'll probably wear that chest and go down to 3 links, which isn't bad.
You have a bunch of jewelry, you can bump it up to a 4.
I could.
Not a terrible idea.
In fact, I might, but only if I don't have anything better. Because I don't see any better chest pieces that I... Well, what's the... That's intelligence. No. Plus 20 strength, that's evasion rating, and try not to build that.
I swear I just had a chest that was using. That's like a 4-link. That was getting me by.
Plus 20 to cold resistance, plus 10 to all elemental resistances. This is Soul Circle Topaz Ring. Plus 24% lightning resistance. And plus 14% increased rarity items found. That might be okay.
Yeah. Anything that'll help.
It's a lot of resistances.
I think I might. Okay. And what belt are you wearing?
Nothing super substantial. It's Prism Weave Rustic Sash.
Okay. Okay.
Gotcha. 8% to all elemental resistances is the nice thing that it's giving, but and the 30% increased elemental damage with attack skills during any flask effects. It's kind of cool, but it's damage. I don't need damage. I need survivability. I have some more belts. Let me look at that.
I know it might be kind of tricky to keep track of this.
Ooh.
The sapphire ring is really good for the level we're at. So if we can return it.
I have the belt of the Deceiver heavy belt.
Yeah, I used that for a little bit, honestly.
Or we got this Havoc Shackle heavy belt. It's got...
Well, I have 2 rings for you.
Okay.
Like I said, the sapphire ring's actually pretty solid, so if you could remember
To keep
set
it, yeah.
it aside. Yeah, set it aside when you're done with it.
Yeah. I don't generally plan on selling anything that I get.
Yeah. No, I didn't
in
think
fact,
you would.
do you want the 2 rings I had back?
Oh no, you're fine. I have a bunch of those.
Dang it. Gosh dang it. Yeah. Let's go ahead and switch that out. In fact,
I also found a super silly, expensive chest earlier after I found that jewel.
oh yeah.
It was actually one I kind of needed as a backup plan for this build and could not figure out how I was going to get it. And in this case, it literally fell in my lap. Do you want me to read it to you? Because it's just really silly and takes a second to wrap your head around.
Go ahead.
It's Diala's Malefaction. Diala is the one that helps us in Act 4 get into the mountain. Looks like Cynthia's... Or, yeah, she looks like Cynthia. And
Oh yeah,
doll.
okay.
Okay, so this is named after her. It says gems can be socketed into this item, ignoring its socket color. Gems socketed into red sockets have a +2 level. Gems socketed into green sockets have +30% quality. gem socketed into blue sockets gain 100% experience.
Jeez.
Has no attribute requirements. Requires level 37. So the reason why that's important, the no attribute requirements, is that is what influences the weight of the color and what it is going to provide defensively.
Yeah.
So if something is strictly energy shield, it has an attribute requirement that's very high for intelligence, it is more than likely going to roll blue on each of those sockets. So getting red or green is going to be difficult. And if you see these hybrid pieces, like I have a few here that are like evasion rating 838, energy shield 267, but they require the same level of dexterity and intelligence. That's the part that matters. So they have an equal weight for rolling green or blue on that.
Okay.
This one doesn't have any attributes. It does have an energy shield value, but that's because of the base item. But it has no attribute requirement, so I can just roll it, and every socket has about an equal chance of being whatever color.
Okay.
But because of that first line, gems can be socketed in this item ignoring socket color. It doesn't matter other than to manipulate the +2 to level or +30% to quality or whatever.
Makes really nasty combinations.
Very silly things. Very silly things.
Leech Slam and Double Strike was this. Physical damage support probably be a good bonus to both of those, actually.
Is it just
Double
physical
strike
damage?
Physical damage support socket.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
I am going to run to the restroom.
Yeah, that's fine. I gotta reset all these.
What do your resistances look like?
A lot better. 75, 60, 61, negative 30 still on the chaos.
Negative 30 is going to be okay for a little bit. We're going to try and get that closer to 0.
Well,
that's the hardest one to max out for
my
us.
armor's at 985 now, which I don't think it was up that high before.
So, the only thing you have to consider is trying to get about 15 cold and lightning somewhere.
Okay. Because you don't want to ever be below 15.
You don't ever want to be below 75.
Okay, but fire, I'm good.
Yeah, fire, you're good. See, and that's the thing is, like, with my build, I get, in my subclass, I have, like, a 1% life regen. Hold on just a second, I will look at it. Maybe it's not there. I don't know.
Regenerate 348 life per second.
Oh, it's my mastery. That's what it is. Yeah, my mastery is regenerate 1 life per second for each 1% uncapped fire resistance. And my uncapped fire resistance is 208%. So I just regenerate 208 life per second.
Jeez.
So, like, I only benefit from 75% of that at a time.
But that's from hitting and dealing damage and stuff.
Right, but the 208 matters for other things. Because, like, there's curses and stuff like that will subtract. They'll give you, like, a minus 25 to your resistance temporarily, which is different than reducing your maximum resistance. Because reducing your maximum is the number before the parentheses. So if you have like a minus 12 to that, the most you can benefit from is a 63. Doesn't matter how high it actually is.
I see.
But just a flat minus 25 to lightning resistance, for example, would just subtract from the overall number in the parentheses, and if that drops you below max, then it drops you below max. So being overcapped is beneficial in most instances.
Okay.
Like, riding the line can be dangerous if you run into an enemy type you don't expect. If that makes sense.
You don't want to go You don't want to be there. Yeah, because then you start taking damage.
Yeah, you are in a position where you are tankier than most, so it's not going to hurt you to like ride the line by a couple %. I have one of my tanky characters, I think, that has been cursed by a 74 lightning resistance most of his career. Like, it's just been almost impossible for me to get gear that has that 1 extra % just to get it to 75, let alone overcap it. It happens. Like, it's silly how
I see.
the RNG works. But I haven't ever had any issues. All I do is carry a topaz flask, and I'm good. Like, if I'm real scared. Yeah, like I said, I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. Trying to set all these gems. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. I can maximally have 6 of these guys. Yeah, 6.
Alright, I'm back. So, I can't
setting.
remember this skill node. I want to say it's in Chieftain, which is actually a subclass for Marauder. But there's one that gives you, your other resistances are equal to half of your uncapped fire resistance. And now that I say it out loud, I'm pretty sure it's a Chieftain, like, Ascendancy node. And I've never built one of those, but that sounds like a lot of fun, because that would give me a lot of peace of mind. Because like I said, right now I'm at 208, so that means all of my other ones would be overcapped by 25%, without having to have any gear. And I really like forgiving shortcuts.
Yeah, it makes the game more, navigatable.
Yeah.
This is like a Dark Souls RPG, like a Dark Souls version of Diablo.
Because, like, when it comes to this, the things I'm looking for, especially when they present 3 subclasses per class, one, each of them to have their own flavor and characteristic that keeps them separate from each other with respect to the class, but also the other, 15 of them?
I was gonna say, another thing about this is it gives me a lot of joy of, like, I'm absorbing a lot of this for my game, for our game.
Exactly. Because it's really elegant, because they do present a lot of options. You have the ultimate option, which is choice.
Yep.
You get to pick which order you go in. It's just, hey, here's a charcuterie board, here's a buffet of choices. You
pick what you want.
Sure, it's more optimal to go one way than the other, sure. But some of these abilities are really fun and very unique and very powerful.
Yep.
So, like, what I'm looking for when it comes to subclasses is if I have... I guess it depends on if I'm picking the subclass or the skill first that I'm building for. Because more often than not, I go skill first. I find a skill that...
You really like and...
Well, for me, it's going to be what the character's based on.
Yeah.
Like,
you're going to be doing that the whole time.
Yeah, I have to like it. I have to be very comfortable with it, so I want it to be as smooth as possible.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for complementary features. But one of the big things is most of the subclasses have some nifty way to manipulate some form of defensive feature or mitigation. They have something built into the class that makes them uniquely powerful in both offense and defense.
Yeah.
So if you can really push that, because like the one I took has a node that doesn't let me take reflected elemental damage, and that is a very, very valuable tool.
Yeah. Molten Strike.
Like, that same node essentially gives me absorb elements.
Yeah.
I get a primal Aegis that eats 75 elemental damage per allocated notable passive skill. And the notables are the medium-sized ones that turn on the masteries.
Oh.
It's like keystones are things like Resolute Technique or Blood Magic. Notables are the biggest piece in the cluster that turns on the mastery for the cluster. The naming system always confused me.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, buddy.
One more choice to make. So on Ancestral War Chief, should it be better to have MAME support, Chance to Bleed, or Fortify support? And then I can put
Fortify would only affect it, and it's a temporary thing, so I tend to not pick Fortify.
And then would that be good on Molten Strike of the Zenith?
Yes, Fortify is fantastic on your main skill. That is the one that you should almost always put on first. As soon as you get access to it, Fortify is incredible. If you click L3 while you're looking at it, it'll tell you what the Fortify condition is.
Fortify grants an amount of fortification based on the damage of the hits. Take 1% less damage from hits per fortification at maximum 20 fortification. Dang!
Yes.
Up to 20% less damage. Okay, so we put all that onto Molten Strike Zenith.
Because like my Bone Shatter setup, which should be pretty similar to most melee, is Fortify, Ruthless, and Close Combat.
I see.
Close Combat is a green support gem that gives you you get a plus percentage bonus to damage based on proximity.
Oh, okay, so if they're really close you get 3%. Okay, so
like it is point blank, but for melee.
It'd be really nice for a
after we finish this next part, Lily will take Nessa's spot and she'll sell us skill gems. And then actually she will be available for your hideout to be the person that can sell you skill gems in your hideout. And trade divination cards in your hideout. I almost forgot.
Okay, so I got back to it. Bleed support or MAME support for the MAME better?
MAME is better.
Put this over.
The other one I would recommend if you were going to set up for actually going with support, or going with totems, and like taking part of your tree invested in it and stuff like that, I would definitely do Brutality, like late game over MAME, but because Brutality is just more physical damage. I have more damage with the ailments and like no elemental damage, which they usually don't do elemental damage anyways, so they just get a huge damage spike.
Herald
But MAME is silly, especially on the one that gives you the increased attack speed. And if you have like multiple totems on it, you can double cast it, have 3 of them out. you get 3 instances of that attack speed bonus, and everything is getting slowed.
Jeez.
So there's just like a dramatic difference in action speed between you and the things you're hitting.
Jeez.
Like they are kind of stuck in place, and you just ramp up.
That's nasty. And the skill double strike, I've been using it to just like, because it makes a single target die like in seconds.
Yeah, the double strike was my go-to single target for melee characters because of that. In fact, one of the best damage efficiency gems was dual strike, which I got confused very often. But dual strike is for dual wielders.
Oh.
It uses both weapons at the same time and combines and averages their damage.
Okay.
So it scales better, but it's also harder to scale late game to get 2 weapons that are very, very good. Like dual wielding is very hard to do in this, just like it is in D&D.
Yeah.
It's hard to have an appropriate weapon in your offhand that is useful, and also
Better than just having, a better weapon.
a shield or a 6-link, and use a 2-handed weapon.
Yeah.
Having two sixes is just disgusting. That's why like bow builds are arguably some of the best, is they get 2 6-links and they still get an offhand. They still get a quiver that can either be damage or resistances. It acts like a shield, basically.
Yeah.
So like bow users kind of get the best of everything
Okay.
at their disposal.
Final decision. I need to drop one of these 5. Vol's Molten Shell, Enduring Cry, Berserk, Herald of Ash, or Determination.
Are you building Rage?
I haven't even. I don't even think I've been using Berserk, but I had it over here.
I would drop Berserk.
Okay.
Because I think the only ways you have right now to generate Rage is off of like a mastery, like an axe mastery.
Okay. Which I haven't built up yet, which I'm about to.
Yeah, the best one to take, if you haven't taken an axe mastery yet, is the attacks with swords or axes generates 1 rage, no more than 1 per second. Because rage is another passive buff where it builds up to 50, and for each one you have, you get a damage reduction, attack speed, and move speed.
The one I'm close to right here is Hatchet Mastery, which I don't want. Makes me sad.
The one that I want to say, the one that not Wrecking Ball. Maybe the one that Wrecking Ball is by. I can't remember.
That's Hatchet Mastery.
Is it?
I'm right down here by it. It's the bottom of the wall, which makes me sad. But I can go up and around, go to a different one.
There's one on the left, one of the trees that looks actually like a double-headed axe instead of being a full circle.
Oh, yeah, I actually have that one ready to unlock. I haven't unlocked it, though.
Yeah,
that one has slaughter and cleaving.
Yeah, I'm talking about the center node.
Yeah, the center node. But, like...
I believe the bottom part of that tree is really, really good, because it gives you crazy attack speed.
So you go down to slaughter and then get which one do you pick?
The
Enemies
one that gives
killed.
you one rage per second
on hits. That's pretty cool.
That one's really good. Like I said,
and then you
it's such a good passive buff.
Might run that.
But that would give you a reason to squeeze Berserk back in later. Also, because Berserk, after you get to 5 or more rage, starts burning rage very quickly, but it gives you a huge bonus based on how long it lasts, how much rage you spend.
Yeah.
So it's just a build up, passively spend it for like a boss fight or like a big rare you can't kill. But I would drop Berserk now until you can actually start building rage.
Yeah, I did. Now I gotta make sure all my skills are correct still. I think we look okay.
Okay.
Let me.
Like I said, I'm at the coast.
What is this? Strike of the Zenith. Okay, that's what I want there. I just don't have as many skills. That's the problem. Okay. I'm like, why am I missing one?
Yeah, as we
Okay.
as we progress, like once we get through the next act or two, you should really start culling those down to where you only have like 1 or 2 active skills that you're using. You have
Oh, yeah.
like, I mean, it's harder for me to give recommendations because you are doing blood magic, and that makes it very tricky. Because this is kind of the part where that stuff kind of rounds out, and it's easier to manage your mana.
Where did
If
you
you have
go?
stuff-
The ship?
The coast.
The coast. I'm sorry.
You're good. But you
Get
have
there.
like life tap for skills you have to use frequently, like leap slam.
Yeah. It doesn't take off your.
Right. So you're only really spending
Mana.
mana on your 1 attack skill.
I'm
When you
not.
lock up.
I've not been
Okay.
noticing much of an issue with like my costs. Like it doesn't
No,
touch
the-
my health.
The only big restriction that you have right now is you're only allowed 1, maybe 2 auras.
Yeah,
Whereas,
that's
like,
true.
Whereas like the character that I just built last night, I'm running 2 50% auras and a banner. Where are you?
I'm over here. Also gotta get used to my buttons again. Okay, so that's that. I need to cast him.
Oh, we're going to the mud flat. I don't see you on the mini map.
I'm a ways away.
Oh yeah, you are. Okay. Yeah, we're going to the mud flat. Are you doing Minecraft stuff?
No, I'm just on my way.
Okay.
I see you.
I'm just doing stuff.
Yeah, I'm right here with you.
Where are you just running away from?
I think I intimidate.
Oh yeah, you do. You just
Which-
hit 52. Damn, I'm so jealous. I need 3 more levels. I'm so far behind you, level-wise.
Which actually I don't know if intimidation's good for me.
It's not bad. You can run a basalt flask also. It taunts nearby enemies, but also gives you 20% armor. So if I remember right, we turned in the eyeball for this area, so we're ready for the boss fight over here.
Okay.
Did you go to different mid flats? Or are you
No,
just not loaded
I'm
in?
just not loaded in.
Oh, I got
I'm
you. I got you.
dumb. I realized you already transferred.
Very good, buddy.
I
It
was.
said mud flats by your name, but it was still gray, like you were in a different area. So it looked like you went to a different basin.
Bam. 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 That was not what I wanted to pick up.
So we're actually about to fight one of our first, like, god or demigods that shows up in our pantheon that will give us a small buff if we don't have one already. Which is pretty cool. The Pantheon is probably one of my favorite additions that I did not play on release,
You.
but it gives you a lot of really good quality of life buffs that used to be like stuff you fight for on gear forever. Like it was a guaranteed, like you have to find a way to squeeze this in somewhere. So it relieves a lot of stress. The trade-off is you have to go fight these basically menaces. They're gods and demigods that are plaguing the locals. So not only do you get this benefit, which you talked to Sin about Because every time you kill one, he's the one that comes and claims them, just like he did with Innocence. But there's also somebody within the town that gives you a passive skill point for taking care of it. So like we will always, like whenever we come to a new area, go find out whoever the local deity is, which we get a free skill point and probably some cool passive effect we can pick from. My favorite ones are, like they all have one stage to them, and then they have other options you can unlock later by doing, by capturing this essence of one of the bosses from maps, and it tells you which boss it is. This guy gets pretty lethal pretty quick.
Keep moving.
The totems that are linked up to his shield have to go down. You know what's funny about this? He's a fire type dude, and my job's to just like melt people's fire resistance.
The soil wants for your blood no more.
One of the masteries I have is hits have a 25% chance to treat enemies' elemental resistances as inverted.
Okay. That's ridiculous.
Get silly. Okay, so we still need to explore.
I cannot carry
But that wasn't very
No.
nice.
Oh, I need to talk to him. Duh.
I am sin.
I don't want to talk to you.
You don't actually have to talk to Sin.
You don't actually have to talk to him. Nobody likes you.
don't. Oh Jesus. Ooh. That got real spicy.
I am stuck on the landscape.
Okay, that's what happened to me too. I had two rares like pin me up against it, and I couldn't get out. Like stun locked me. Fire and ignite resistant. Is that a challenge?
Sin screen.
I cannot carry this.
Like, some of my favorite ones are like Smiling Gash. Like, they're just truly awful, like things you probably shouldn't ever say out loud. There's nothing objectively offensive about them, they just sound terrible.
Give me 1 second. I gotta clean up something.
You're good, buddy. We can go back to town.
Well, I can use my 1 minute here.
Okay, you're good. Hey, Luke.
All right, I'm sorry, I'm back.
You're good, buddy. So, you've been talking about moving your skills and stuff around. You want to know something I just learned?
What?
So, if you open your menu, press L1, go over to your skills tab. You can press R3 from there and actually assign it.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so much easier.
Yeah, I just figured that out. I just noticed that it said R3 under each of the pictures. I was checking my damage on like where I was at.
The skills,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, why does it tell me to push R3 here?
Because you could just place it here.
Yep, and the wheel popped up, and I was like, okay.
Makes it 1,000 times easier.
Yeah, I've been playing this game for a couple months, had no idea.
Things you would never know until you know.
Yep. No one tells you. I haven't really ever seen anybody play
Console.
PlayStation. Yeah, at all.
What is this thing?
So that's the delirium mirror. We are now in the delirium mode. If you look at the bottom left, you'll see the treasure chest thing down there. That's what I was telling you about the rewards that stack up. When we get to 3 of them, it'll add another tier.
Bottom left. Oh, okay.
Right above your flask.
Yeah.
And that'll be anything from like a chest where it's random rewards to like currency and stuff like that. Under his name, it says Glaciator, so he's doing the ice effect. These ground effects here that usually aren't here are actually enemies in disguise if you run over them.
Okay.
Yeah, the idea is just try to like rack up as many kills as you can to get that skill. Yeah, this is where you get the cluster tool stuff.
Alright.
Yeah, dude, Vault Tool Strike is actually really cool. Like seeing your little like duplicates run out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna make this really difficult on us because the rewards should be beneficial. You don't necessarily have to like stick with me, but I feel like we're gonna get a good payoff here.
I'm just fighting over here where I can survive.
You're good, buddy.
I'm coming.
I don't know if you could see it, but there was a green dot on the ground earlier. If you follow that thing around, it'll stop occasionally and spawn a bunch of enemies.
Okay.
And then here at the end, it'll drop either an Abyssal Trove, which will have special items in it, like Abyssal Jewels, which are all named something eye, like Murderous Eye, Wandering Eye, stuff like that. Or it goes down to an Abyssal Depth, which takes you underground, is a special side area, kind of like a vault area. Or it produces a Stygian Spire, which is something that comes out of the depth. It's like a mini boss, and every phase it goes through, I think it's like 25%, 50, and 75% damage taken. It produces a bunch of enemies to protect it.
Okay.
So you just get a bunch of loot. That's what everyone's been manipulating with the current League mechanic, is you can roll monsters fire additional projectiles on your map, and it affects the Stygian Spire projectiles that happens when it phases. So instead of sending out 1 or 2 waves of enemies, it's sending out groups of 3 to 9 each time. So just like those groups that we were running into, it's just huge amounts of those kinds of groups where it's just stacks and stacks of rares.
Jeez.
So that's how people have been manipulating it, because there are items called scarabs that can add a single map modifier to a map. You can have up to 3 or 4 of them depending on how advanced your atlas is.
Okay.
So you can apply like a gilded breach or beyond modifier to where it's always a Stygian Spire. So you're like, this map is always going to have one of these things. It's always going to be the one that produces the projectiles, so I just have to make sure I get 2 projectiles on the map, go do the affliction thing, juice it up as much as I can, and try to live. But boy howdy, is it rough. If you don't have the damage, you're not getting through it.
Not surviving it.
And my poison character only survived because I'm using one of the given key, like, unique interactions. That necklace I was telling you about that just, like, yo-yos you forever and doesn't let you die unless you get one shot, or, like, take damage over time.
Yeah.
Only reason I made it through that. If I didn't have Defiance of Destiny, would not have survived.
Huh.
Like, it would have been done as soon as I started the encounter, and I would have had to just brick that map. I would have just, like, started a different one. I wasn't going to die 5 times for nothing. So I could just stand there and chisel away at him. It took me 25 minutes.
Jeez.
But it worked. It worked. And I got a bunch of loot. I got one of my favorite items I've never been able to play with. I've always just wanted to build with.
It's like we found this item. It's like, well, need to build something for that.
I haven't done it yet. Like, I haven't decided on what kind of, like, mana stacker, like, build I want to do with it. But it's Mjolnir.
Aha!
It's
The lightning hammer? Oh, really? Literally?
Yeah.
That is cool.
It has a really high strength and intelligence requirement, but I think it's whenever you cast or attack with it, it's whenever you attack with it, it casts socketed lightning spells.
Okay.
It's like some of the common builds are like Cyclone. So you spin around everywhere you spin to win, and it casts a bunch of lightning spells off Mjolnir.
Jeez. Lightning, whirlwind.
Yeah. I think that's kind of old school though. I think there's like newer ways to use Mjolnir. So there's a couple spells I'm not familiar with that are lightning based that are really, really good. I think Mana Bond. I think Mana Bond is the lightning spell. And it's scaled based on how much mana you've spent recently. So there's builds that do mana stacking. And try to like have a gigantic mana pool.
Yeah, spend a lot of mana all at once.
Yeah. They reserve all of their life for their auras and stuff. And keep their mana pool empty. Because it counts unreserved mana.
I see, yeah, because, yeah, the reserved mana, then you just keep it going if it was that. I just have a big reserve, cast it once.
Okay. I thought there was a boss here, but I'm wrong.
Lower prison.
So it's gonna look same but different. And we are fighting a familiar enemy.
Same, but different.
And honestly, I've kind of realized, like, Cruel onwards is a good time to start visiting the Wildwood occasionally. Especially if you haven't picked up your Ascendancy yet.
You want to?
I'm already on my way.
Alright.
Like, the extra backspace is going to be fantastic. But I finally picked the one that isn't, the blue, the Prime Wild Speaker. This is one of my favorite, this is one of my favorite instances to get the little egg cut. Because it's like it's usually currency or flask.
Need to drop stuff.
I also learned recently to never underestimate the value of blacksmith whetstones and armor scraps.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is, even like normal filters, after you hit like Cruel, start to filter them out unless they're like stacked, like, unless there's more than one of them.
Really?
But they trade up into glass blower baubles, which otherwise are pretty expensive to buy just straight across from people. But there is no vendor recipe other than trading quality items to get whetstones and scraps. Because they exchange for each other.
Okay. That's weird.
Yeah. So there is nothing that trades up like the wisdom, the portal, to all the other magic stuff.
Huh.
You have to. That's one of the ones you're forced to find them. Which, you know how I told you that ring has like a 3% chance to have an extra scroll of wisdom on drops?
Yeah.
It'd be really cool if they made one for like blacksmith stones and armor scraps. You'll kind of get familiar with this, well, sort of, because the week's gonna end soon. But each of these groupings, this one had forest caches to open. It is blue influence. It's always going to be blue influence. You won't find one of these as purple or yellow enemies. And when we're in here, it's better to search everywhere and then loot.
Ah. Yeah.
Because the reveal is timed.
Oh.
So now we don't have to go back through that portal yet. Now we can go back through everything we've explored as long as we don't go into the shaded areas that we were trying to reveal. We can go back as far as we want. But whenever we're done, if we're too far away from that portal to want to walk all the way back there, as an example, I'll show you. You don't have to follow me. But you can just walk into the shadow.
And then...
Okay, let it tick up to 10, and it'll kick you out.
I don't know what this shrine is, but I did it.
And... is it the wisdom one? Because I've never figured that one out.
I'm just gonna go into the darkness.
Yeah, I can't... now we can't go back in there.
It's fine, I'm full. That was kind of weird.
Well, if you're full, I'll start picking stuff up.
Yeah.
I'll make it easier on you so you don't stress out about picking stuff up or missing anything.
FOMO!
That way I'll let you get completely filled up and I'll just start picking up what I feel like is worth picking up.
Yeah.
That way, see, like, right now I'm on a hunt for scepters. That one's actually not terrible, but not good. So if I don't like it, I'll just drop it, unless I am desperate for currency.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is I just try to stay up on my scroll distance. Okay, so up ahead, if you look on the map there, you see a little green dot?
Yeah.
Go run on top of it. So you step on it, follow it, and it's going to start running.
Oh crap.
This is going to be a good exercise in just like trying to loot. So it stays small, and then whenever it gets stationary, the dot actually grows on the minimap. Whenever you kill the rare that popped out, it'll move again, regardless of anything else dying.
Open the door.
And if we don't keep up, it will just kind of go away. It'll have anywhere from like 2 to like, see it didn't keep moving. It dropped the stroke.
I see. I died. I don't know how that happened.
Oh, there's still an enemy here. I just died. I popped a portal.
Town. Man.
That's a little rough. Sorry, buddy.
No, it's okay. I just wasn't watching.
Yeah, I almost got caught too. I popped a potion like just in time. Okay, so I have to like divert way off course because the person who made this guide assumed a certain unique would be available and would be accessible. Not only like in league outside of like specific drops, but also relatively cheap.
I'm gonna go ahead and sell stuff real quick since I'm in town.
Yeah, no, good idea. Dude, I think the times I kick myself the most are when I'm in a map and I have like a full inventory or close to, and I die unexpectedly and I'm so heated I jump back into it, and since I only have 6 portals, it is very important I don't waste them.
Yeah.
Because if I die to bullshit, there's a very high chance I will die a second time to bullshit.
Yeah.
There's a good, like, it'll probably get me again before I figure out what's happening and can adjust.
It's like,
so if I go in too hot, I forget to sell shit. So I run back in, I'm like, oh my god, there's a pile of stuff. I missed out. Like, I'm basically wasting a portal anyways because I was just too, like, impatient.
The waste, oh well.
Yeah. Because like on my like level 95 character, it is like those portals are very valuable to me because I'm doing very rippy like boss rushes. Like they have crazy map modifiers on them just to get the item quantity up there. And like I say, when I say boss rush, I will move past most of the map and skip it unless it's like magic or rare mobs. Or some sort of like league mechanic that is quick and beneficial. Otherwise, I'm just rushing the boss, killing it, and getting added to Maven's list so I can go run Maven invitations. So I'm literally running past stuff, and if I get caught up, like, I will get squashed if I don't time it right. You have a bad leap slam, and you leap into something that stun locks you with like 12 of his buddies.
That'd be bad.
Yeah, you just hop into the wrong neighborhood, and you are way into the map, didn't drop a portal. So yeah, sometimes I forget to check my inventory and see if I need to make room. Because I'm like, that was bullshit. I know it was my fault, but it was bullshit.
It was bullshit. I'm the same.
I will dive headfirst right back into that next portal, just to prove that it was a fluke.
Yup. Put all this down. Put away this junk.
If you're only going to spend 10 or 15 bucks on this account, I would almost recommend skipping the currency tab and going for the quad tab if you are
Oh yeah.
like that set. If you're that set on having just stuff until you get used to filtering it out yourself.
Killed the cow.
Like having the active decision, like I don't need 90% of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That way,
Yeah, that
has
might
room
be better.
to sit.
Look at it.
Or
Okay.
unless you group it up like day by day. That's kind of how I do it. Is
Yeah.
I was keeping one quad tab completely empty, so when I was mapping, I wouldn't even have to stop and identify stuff until the end of the day.
Yeah. Go
I could
through your
literally just-
fishing haul.
Yeah, I could literally just pop open the tab, empty my inventory, and run right back into the next map, which increased experience gain and currency gain and stuff like that. I'm just rolling the dice more frequently because I'm not spending time messing with vendors.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wrong move.
I feel like this is going to be your first lab, also. Your first trial, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna run this one with you, because I'm curious. I kind of need to know which 3 acts. I want to say it's literally the first, and then your other 2 are in the second. Okay, they're back to back.
Ow. Ow.
You got to be beefy boy. I'm gonna hit the lever.
Oh, you're,
I guess
yeah.
both of us didn't have to come.
It's okay. Funny thing is, I can actually tank these traps now.
Right? What's funny is I can't too.
It's just yeah, because your HP regen is just as good as mine, pretty much. Oh, but I can't take damage at the same time.
The important, like really important thing here is just knowing which ones make you bleed and which ones don't. Because like, if you're not aware which ones make you bleed, you are SOL. So the prison, the crypt, and the chamber of sin. So yes, by the end of the next act, you will be able to do your cool lab. But it's typically recommended, like, yes, you'll have them by the end of Act 7, but wait till the end of Act 8. You kind of want to be, like, early 60s. Just be rounded out, make sure your defenses are good, because, again, they don't hold back, and it escalates in difficulty. Because as soon as you complete that one, you should be pretty close to being able to do your Merciless one, too. I don't think you have to really wait between the Cruel and Merciless. It's just how ballsy you are.
How much do you have?
Well, in your case, like, I was able to do them back to back, I think, with the Juggernaut, because they, the amount of tankiness I got from my first and second ascendancies combined allowed me to just laugh at most of the traps.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot that could hurt me, especially after you start unlocking some of the Pantheon. There's one that makes it so you don't take extra damage from moving from bleed, so if you can out-regen the bleed in the first place, it doesn't affect you anymore, basically. Because bleed amplifies by like a large margin once you start moving. It goes from like some damage per second to like several 100% of that when moving. It's like a crit.
I see. Did you portal back?
No.
Where'd you go?
There's a door. I'll show you. I'll come back.
I saw. Oh, there you are. I saw you, and then you were gone. Jump, jump, jump,
Did you
jump.
recognize the name for this place?
Chevron's Char.
Chevron was one of the 3 we fought in Act 4, I had Malachi's organs. She was one of the 3 bosses in the Belly of the Beast. The lightning lady with the books.
Okay.
And she was responsible for turning Brutus into, like, the hulking hook monster.
Okay.
So she's kind of a Dr. Frankenstein vibe.
Evil reanimator.
She honestly, like, if you, like, sit and listen, like, there's going to be a spot up here where she has one of her journal entries, and it is voiced for you. If you sit and listen to it, she almost sounds like a Nazi. Like, she's just very cold and calculated with it, talking about very grim, dark. Like, it is a very scientific approach, where she has removed any sort of, like, subjective viewpoint. It is data. Like, just her character in general has given me a different perspective on a neutral evil wizard.
It's all just data.
Yeah.
This thing has got me lost.
Yeah, where are you? Did you not make it?
Fell behind, and I'm stuck with a stink slasher.
Oh shit, sorry.
It's okay.
I see your health, like, you jump back up. I'm like, okay, your regen is insane.
I'm fine. I just lost.
You're just stuck. I got you.
I gotta keep hitting him and...
Fire trap. They never expect the ground to catch on fire.
We were just matching blows. I was like, is this happening?
So I have to say, now that I have played the duelist version of the Bone Shatter character, I think I like it more.
Huh.
Because, like, you're trading off life regen for life leech eventually later on in the build. So it's a little different, but again, it's scaling attack speed. But the stuff that Slayer, the subclass, gives you, like your first ascendancy gives you increasing, like an amplifying area of effect bonus based on how much you have killed recently, and by recently it means within the last 4 seconds.
Okay.
So the more you kill, the bigger your AoE bonus gets for 4 seconds.
Huh.
So it's pretty cool whenever all of your attacks already splashed. So you just, like, you kill a mob, and then you walk up to the next mob and wipe them out with 1 hit instead of 2, because they all shotgun, because they all overlap, like a Venn diagram. And then the next time it's even bigger, so you're just doing, like, 5 giant AoEs on top of each other.
That'd be cool with Earth Shatter, because it already does that.
Yeah. Yeah, Slayer. If you wanted to try a different class that's similar, but kind of a different feel of the same thing, definitely try out, like,
Slayer.
Duelist. Duelist is so much fun.
Yeah, and I actually thought about playing building one of those next.
They are very intuitive. That was one of the first ones I built without following a guide, would be a Duelist. And Marauder was a close second, because they're very intuitive. They're very easy to follow, and kind of, even if you don't know what any of the subclasses are, by the time you get to them, you're like, oh yeah, no, this is already what I was planning.
Right.
They do a pretty good job with, like, presenting what's on the tin, and then breaking it down a little bit farther. Forget Wave of Conviction. I don't have any support gens on that spell. It is there to just inflict exposure, which makes people take more fire damage. It essentially imposes, like, a negative resistance on them. I don't have any support gens on it, and it just kills normal mobs.
Well, and I've been doing a lot of fire damage too.
Yeah. And that's why I've been trying to do it, is it helps both of us. If I'm applying that debuff before you hit, they take more damage.
Yeah.
So this is our mid-boss. literal like Frankenstein situation.
My life and my work, I shall not suffer this humiliation again.
Okay. He's gonna phase. She's gonna come after us. Get her. Hey, you're doing Molten Strike. I forgot about that. Yeah, we are like perfect combo right now.
Yeah.
Alright, so she's gonna talk to us for a second. And then we're gonna fight both of them, or like a super infused Brutus, that's what it is. God, Fire Trap does so much damage. It makes me so happy. This build was super simple. I think I've struggled the most with this one out of the other ones, but I've also enjoyed playing this one a lot. I think next league I'm either doing the Duelist or this one, because it's been so easy. The Poison Arrow, like the only reason that the Poison Arrow went as smooth as it did for me is because I had so much currency to set up all its gear, and it literally uses like a starting unique bow as its finishing item, one of its finishing items.
Huh.
It's one of the only ones, like, it is super unique. It has a, it's called Quill Rain, and it has a super low damage cap, but we don't care about that on Toxic Rain. It has the 300% attack speed modifier, and that's the local attack speed, which means the bow's attack speed is scaled up before your percentage attack speed, yours as a person is. So it naturally has like a 7 attacks a second or something like that.
Huh.
Just baked into the bow. And the whole idea is it's laying down an AoE that explodes in a few seconds and produces a toxic, like, poison. It's like doing the plant thing of the things in the Viridian Wildwood, where they drop a whole row of buds that bloom and deal chaos damage. Except mine's in a tight AoE cluster instead of a spread.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to drop as many of those as possible, because those pods can overlap. So if they're standing near 2 or 3 of them, they take the damage from all of them at the same time. So I'm just standing there shooting huge AoEs into this guy until stuff starts falling over seconds later. And what's cool is once we get to mapping, yeah, once it gets to mapping, it's not going to matter really the level disparity, because I can run lower level maps until you catch up.
Yeah.
So I can play pretty much any of my characters with you. It's just how much I kill stuff too quickly and how bored you get.
Oh, crap. Checkpoint.
I don't even know what got you.
I don't either. Something, I think, suicided.
Oh, it was one of the dogs that blows up like my trap. I'll stop using the trap so it's not as confusing. I have other options.
Okay. Just...
Okay, there are 2 different dogs here. There's ones that do fire, and there's ones that blow up and do chaos damage. So since your chaos damage is rough, stay off the green. You'll see, like, the dogs either look sick or like they're on fire. Stay away from the ones that are sick. I'll take care of those. One of the more disturbing side effects of everything being shifted around here is you'll notice a lot of the animals and stuff in this area have parasites.
The parasites. They've been infected.
Yeah, so after they die, they literally explode with, like, I don't know, small dog-sized parasites that pop out of them.
Jeez.
It's very obvious which ones are sick, because, like, I don't know if you remember the bears that we fought, but they have these giant, like, green scars on their head.
Yeah.
It's very obvious. Yeah, no, that's not my fire.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
I'm level 54!
Very nice. Do you want to do this expedition?
Yeah.
They're fun. Here, I'll get it set up.
With not having Earth Shatter is I don't
Stun as often.
well, I don't have as much of a range.
Oh, I gotcha.
I'm used to having a huge range as a melee character, and now
I
I
gotcha.
don't have a range. I was standing the longest time because I wasn't within range.
Okay, so this might get a little spicy here.
We can do it.
Yeah, we're good. Not to worry. There's gonna be one more bomb, I think. But there we go. Okay, this should be all the monsters that are gonna show up. So we should get like a significant experience boost here because if we had two pillars that had increased like experience gain. If you want to pick up this exotic coinage, this is what I'm talking about as specific currency. That is his currency to re-roll the shop that he has
Okay.
up. And each of them have their own version of that. Because like I said, each of their shops are very different.
Portal scroll.
Just like I have some really cool stuff in my shop right now, but like I'm honestly good on it because he's asking like crazy prices. I'll try to haggle. Because like right now he has like a stack of 5 chaos orbs for 68 of these artifacts that I don't have very many of. So I'm gonna try to haggle him down to 45. And he took it. Sometimes they can have like divines or other like crazy shit.
You're gonna need to make space first.
Okay. Yeah, whenever you get to mapping or like this later area, doing expeditions is actually one of the best and most recommended ways to get small currency, like to build up your chaos, alchemy, scours, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Before you start doing other stuff.
Okay. Very cool.
One of the things I'm actually going to try to farm are essences. If you remember, we've run into the things that are in the blue crystal that we have to like click a few times before they break out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to farm starting next league. And that's going to be my like currency and like Atlas thing to start with. Because you kind of like pick one thing and lean into it. Those are super beneficial to sell and have early on when there's not a lot of gear. Because they act kind of like targeted chaos orbs. They re-roll an item, but with a specific modifier, depending on its tier.
Okay.
So depending on which item it is, if it's jewelry or gloves, it might have a different modifier. It's guaranteed to roll on it, but everything else is random. So if you have a stack of them, you have like 10 or 20 of them, and you have like guaranteed 43 to 45% lightning resistance, you can just keep hitting that. And it'll always have that 43 to 45% lightning resistance, but it might also roll your cold and fire resistance. It might roll if they're boost movement speed. So you can kind of lock in one of the 6 stats and roll until you hit usable stuff. So it's kind of a two-sided thing for me. That way I can roll my own stuff and not rely on trading early. But also, they sell for decent amounts too because people are trying to do the same thing. So I'll be able to generate income doing what I'm already doing. They don't take any time at all until later on, like the red maps, like tier 12 to tier 16. That's when like essence mobs start getting scary.
Okay.
So if you notice, where we just came in from was where we unlocked.
1 second. Where is it called?
You're good.
Respect the no. Respect the no. Okay. I can play for a little bit here.
So if you
Come on.
notice, this is where we unlocked in the first half of the game. When we came this way, we came in from the other direction.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is where we fought that little group. Piety locked us out behind the prisoner's gate.
Gosh dang.
We're reaping our reward.
Huh.
Oh, we never... Okay, we have to go back to the mud flats. We skipped kind of an important thing.
Okay.
Because it, like, part of the reason why we're moving forward the way we are. There's another expedition over here.
I need to get space. Drop that. Let's go ahead.
Okay, so we can start doing the Wildwood stuff. Hopefully we can find the Primal Huntress, because she'll give you extra backspace. Literally the first time, if you accept her as your Ascendancy class, she gives you 2 points right off the bat, and it's just take Might at the Bear. It makes your character like 5% bigger, but also you get another bag, like basically a mini bag.
That's not what I want. When we get done with this, we go back,
Yeah.
drop stuff off, because I'm completely full.
I got that. Very good. Hey, that's a lot of people. Get hurt. That one was a little more sketchy.
Yep, that was sketchy.
Did
Did you want that?
No, you can.
Why can I attack when?
Dude, I'm so excited here. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, how do I not have that set up yet? Oh my goodness.
I cannot carry this.
Why am I using that up? Freaking clear. What am I doing? Okay, that's why I just can't afford everything I'm trying to run. That's okay. I just don't have market armor anymore.
I just realized you moved.
You did. Do you want shock or chill?
I don't know.
I'm testing out a unique, and it's gonna be real nasty.
Crap, I think she
So,
just called.
I think I linked it to you the other day. It's one of the unsocketed rings. If you notice, my little skitter bot there has an aura now. He's not leaving the chilled ground anymore. He's putting flammability on stuff that he's nearby.
Okay.
So
Just
everything
straight
is
up
getting...
Spider robot.
Yeah. He's
I like
getting
him.
he's providing minus 30% fire resistance and increased chance to ignite.
Huh.
Hold on, there is something we are supposed to be doing. I think here. I swear. Okay, let's go to the waypoint. Let's go back to town
Yeah.
before we move on. That's gonna be the best option because that's the only way I'm gonna figure this out.
Go back to town. Let me level up.
Because we somehow did not like run into Nessa in the mudflats, and it's like super important to the final boss, and like kind of pops up throughout different parts of the story.
E.
Who'd have thought those bleeding bastards would go and find religion? Made any progress?
Sin just popped up behind me.
Damn, I wonder if I could like afford to run Righteous Fire. If it's even worth it. Am I doing too much?
Am I doing too much?
Let's try it out. I don't know how this is gonna go, so...
Armor, maximum life, generates 15% cold resistance. My current has 10% light radius. Inflicts 2 physical damage, rarity, life regeneration, and accuracy. Actually, this one might be a little bit better. Sell that. Use that. Go to the mustache.
Nope. I'm gonna die. I cannot run that.
You're dead, you're
That
dead,
was
you're
awful.
dead. You're dead, you're dead, you died.
It won't let you die, but it took me to 1. Holy shit. I wonder how that works with Petrified Blood and Defiance of Destiny. Because if I can do some silly shit like that and stack Righteous Fire on top of all of this, I'm gonna build a really silly character group.
Where
Like we're gonna do
was it?
crazy stuff.
Just the, it was just the jewel that I was waiting on the level 54, wasn't it?
Probably.
Yes.
Just like
Sad. Let's equip this.
okay, that's cool. So I could probably figure it out. There's just more stuff we have to worry about.
What now?
Put this away. Plague Pact. What is this?
What is it?
Contract underbelly client.
Oh, it's for heist stuff. You should be
Okay.
getting into that soon.
Hypnotic whispering lens, hypnotic eye jewel. Ooh. Cold damage to spells, lightning damage to spells. 1 to 17, 8 to 11, 9 to 13, added spell cold damage while wielding a two-handed weapon. 3 to 8, added spell physical damage while wielding a two-handed weapon. That might be better than what I've currently got. Okay. Oops. Give me 1 second here. Oop. Bang.
Whenever you're ready, I'm gonna head back to the coast.
Okay.
This is the
There,
serious
just a
thing.
second.
Absolutely goofy.
What?
Because I don't know how we didn't do it. I thought when we stopped playing yesterday, that was the last thing we did in the area. Like, you had, like, ran over and talked to Nessa. And I, like, right before we fought the boss. Bosses. And are you still good till, like, 5-ish?
Hey. Yeah, maybe a little bit less than that, but... Talking to Penny. You're good.
Hi, Loretta.
He says hi.
Hello. I was like, it's a beautiful day for me to be in Walmart right now.
Oh, come home. What the heck? Okay, that's why. I get it. Is there a support gem in the middle of this jewel? Or is it... Is there, I mean, a passive thing in the middle of this jewel? I don't think there is.
What do you mean?
Because it looks like there's a node, but it's not really. It doesn't let me select it to look at it.
Oh, is it one of the cluster jewels?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to put points in to get to it, but it is a like medium-sized if it's a large. It's a size down. So you can put another jewel there.
Yeah, cooler outside than inside.
You want me to open the windows? Try to do that. Well, all right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. On the road again. No, this quest.
Good work.
Oh, now what do I take? We got a seat helmet. Is that a helmet? Alright. Armor. Let's try this one.
With the road to the
I like this. Armor, maximum life.
Yeah, let me know when you're ready and I'll drop a portal. Like, I won't approach her. I'll just, like, find her on the map.
Okay. I'm ready. Where am I going?
My portal.
I don't see one.
Did you leave the party?
We did leave the party. What happened there? R3 and...
And your internet? Or my internet? Who knows?
Or both.
Or both.
Yeah.
See if you can accept my invite. I've tried to take yours.
I don't see yours.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to character select and then come back in. You try to send me another invite.
Yeah. Invite to group.
I accepted it, and it won't let me. And I'm sending you an invite like right now to join my group.
Oop, crap. Should pop up
also
on the
don't
screen. Oh.
Yeah, and I also don't as you're here. Unless
Here,
that should
how
be,
about
like,
I
right in-
close? I'll close. I'll close and come back in.
Okay.
Maybe
Oh, that was you.
that's-
Okay, you were standing right next to me.
And I just logged out.
It wouldn't let me interact with you though. You wouldn't turn green. Like no one is.
Hit my shin.
So I wonder if it's me.
Ow.
Well, I'm gonna like actually close Path and completely like I'm gonna close the app and start it back over. Cause that happens sometimes. Okay, it just like prompted me to join yours as soon as I closed it.
Sorry.
That's weird.
I'm in trouble. I let it get hotter inside than it is outside.
Oh, way to go. See, I usually have the other problem. I let it get too cold.
Messed up. Sitting here nerding and I'm messed up.
Let the house get to an unbearable temperature.
Yep. I'm in trouble.
Okay, we're in the same party now. We're
Okay.
good. Okay. Everything's fine.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna add my other gym because I have room for it now. The what's it called? Earth Shatter. Bone Shatter of Complex Trauma.
That's the one I want.
Do you want it?
I have the other one of. Hold on, I'll come back to town.
I can give it to you.
I have. You sure?
Yeah.
That would
I
make
am
my
really
day.
okay with just
Yeah.
Earth Shatter, or I was just wanting some kind of like ranged attack.
Yeah, Earth Shatter's fantastic. Sunder is really good.
Yeah, good quality Earth
Did you
Shatter.
try Sunder?
No, I don't think. I don't know. Yeah, this was a quality, 20% quality Earth Shatter.
Yeah, I gave that
Which
to you.
I'm
with the other
gonna use that, and I'll give you this thingy.
one. You can just say that.
Oh, and I'm gonna go to my skills and use the thingy that will allow me to.
Okay. I'm also going to trade you another skill for you to try out because it is also 20%. This is like the one that people use between, I want to say Magna Strike and Bone Shatter and other like level 28 and late game melee skills. Whatever they end with, the Sunder tends to be the stepping stone for it. Thanks, buddy.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah, no
holy
problem.
shit. I don't know if you noticed, its effectiveness of added damage is 205%.
Jeez.
That's silly.
Yeah, no, that's something you've been looking for.
Yeah, that is. I was about to have to go farm that with that character after we got done tonight.
Worked out.
It did.
Put that Earth Shatter back for now and try to send her out. But I'm ready to go when you are.
Give me just a second. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the coast. I'll meet you there. And straight to the mud flats.
Okay. Muddy flats.
Did you go the wrong way?
I think so.
Yeah, it's literally the door right by the waypoint.
Oh, well, that would be the problem. I just took the coast. Ha! That would make sense why they would put the waypoint at the end instead of the beginning.
Because town's at the beginning.
Derpy, 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 derpy. Is Emily working today?
Yeah. Yeah, she works Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
She's working all day.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, she's like 8 o'clock.
She goes in 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. But it's my 2 days off the week is Monday or Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
Like the night she has to go to bed earlier, the nights I can stay up late.
That sucks.
Yeah. But we get like Monday, Tuesday after I get off, and like some of the other days. What is doing that?
It's hurting.
He did this to me. The king of Brian, and he wants me to marry.
That's all we had to do was come talk to her. It triggers some stuff. For like quest progression, we couldn't see how far we were because we hadn't talked to her yet. For like the main quest.
I see. She's stuck in the river.
So now we can go all the way back to the Western Forest, and it should just tell us if we don't have our mini-map up. Like if you press down on the D-pad, it'll give you your objectives off to the right. It should actually tell us something more than go see Nessa. There we go. Travel through Prisoner's Gate to the shipyard. Search for Nessa. We're good.
Solve all the trials of ascendancy.
Yeah, that's your subclass.
Okay.
It's the Brine King is the name of the quest.
The Brine King. Okay, where did she go?
Western
The
Forest.
western. Crap. Wait.
Damn it. Okay, we'll go back and get him later. I forgot there's a boss fight we kind of ran past. One that gives us a god for our pantheon and a passive skill point, but they're easy to go grab later. Because they're on the ridge. I believe the wetlands will take us to one of those bosses, so I gotta keep an eye out for it.
Can't see. Okay. I'm coming.
As soon as I hit 52 and get put on that ring, my damage just got way more consistent because everything's cursed now. That Skitterbot doesn't work. It makes me so happy.
I see. All the...
Yeah. All of those things have minus 30% fire.
Oh!
And then if they're close to us, they're shocked too, because if you're not wearing your boots, I have my shocking little Skitterbot. Because whoever he's standing next to is shocked.
Give me a second here. Crap. Better. Sorry, Bubba. That's pretty cool.
They all share their burn. See, this works the same way it did with the bandits, except this isn't going to lead to the bandit. It's going to give us one of the little mini bosses. So just follow the broken road. Stuck. I actually teleported between trees I wasn't supposed to be between.
Dang.
And the only way out was to teleport the same way I came in. Sometimes that happens with like rocks and stuff. If they're up against a wall, you can technically jump to the space between them because it's still
There's a diagonal.
Yeah, like there's still a space for your foot to touch, but you can't natively walk in there because there's so many hitboxes around it. So the only way back out is to jump back out because it breaks those rules temporarily.
Yeah, I'm stuck in the trees.
Yep. Don't remember. Oh yes, I do. Okay. We're looking for a door. I don't know where he is, but there's a rare over here whose name is Cave Sucker. There he is.
Cave Sucker.
Cave Sucker. Hey, that's a good one. You want this flask? It's a fun
Foil.
one. Maybe not for the build you have now.
I'll take it.
Okay, so...
Winning.
I always love a good risk.
Oh boy. Yeah, stem lock. All the little bone rows that run at us. If they like hit me too many times in succession, I will not be able to do anything. They're cruel suckers.
The cool sucker.
I cannot carry this.
So that actually put us right next to where we needed to go anyways. The spawning ground. So this one's kind of got a cool mechanic. So we're actually going to go down these stairs. We're not going to be able to interact with her until we kill. There are 3 things up here around the corner. It says Miss Latha's nest. Yep. There's going to be 3 of these we have to kill. There's one here. One over here. And you guessed it. One over here.
Everywhere. I'm surrounded by enemies.
You're good. Now Rizlata's away. She does chaos damage, so this will get real sketchy.
Activate everything!
If you get close to dying, let me know, because she's gonna tunnel and start popping a bunch of stuff. There we go. She did. It's actually gonna be one of those times where it's gonna be beneficial for us to take a portal. And then waypoint back in. Because this area is kind of a dead end otherwise. We can actually do the same thing and go fight Avarath. Nobody dislikes free points. We like passes.
The Asmeri believe.
Okay. Cool.
Another damn.
So you can access your Pantheon while you're in town or your hideout by going to your menu. It's over by your Atlas.
Okay.
If you oh, you don't have an Atlas yet. It would be by world. Or you can come down and talk to Sin.
I was gonna say,
at any point.
Talk to Sin, can I? Yeah.
Yeah, you can come talk to Sin and open Pantheon and pick which one.
Still alive, are we?
Right now you should have, I believe, 2 gods.
But you can fight.
Well, you don't fight them. The way this works is there are 4 major gods across the top and like 8 minor gods. So you pick a major and a minor and you get the powers.
Oh.
So like the 2 that we have unlocked right now are Soul of Tukahama and Soul of Rizlatha. The Tukahama gives us 3% additional physical damage reduction per second. You've been stationary up to a maximum of 9%. The other one is Life Flasks. Gain 3 charges every 3 seconds if you haven't used a Life Flask recently. And they are better on low life. So we're actually going to go back to the ridge.
The ridge?
I'm a silly goose. Yes.
Oh yeah,
I'm a
let me
silly goose.
put away my stuff.
Silly, silly goose.
That, and we're good to go. You said the ridge?
Yep.
Alright. Where?
To the right. Other way.
Oh, I see.
So, approach the mirror. As you get closer, it should get bigger, and you'll see a reflection of yourself.
Okay.
It's tricky, and actually hitting it is kind of hard. You can't do it with travel skills, I don't think. There should be a door here, just like we found in the last place. I guess that really is the difference between solo leveling and leveling like always in a party. Is I'm catching up now finally, but like the boosted experience is a like real thing. Because this character was solo up until Act 6.
Yeah.
And I was like 5 levels behind.
Moved up quickly. That's kind of like playing Borderlands.
Yeah. It all balances out.
Yeah. So eventually you're just as good as your friends.
What's cool is you don't get any like actual in-game notifications, like Jen's leveling up or you leveling up until the delirium's over.
And then they all go off.
Yep. To find the lower prison, we went too far. Hey, here's an essence. Yeah, I'm gonna farm these things. You try to sunder. Here, here's the essence.
What do I do with this?
Oh, you just keep it. You can use it later if you want to. But that's what I was telling you about. That's what I'm going to start farming. Beginning of the league. Next league.
Damage?
It works kind of like a the targeted chaos orb. Probably why I didn't find it the first time we came through here, because it drives me absolutely nuts looking for this stupid door. I'm gonna go back to where you're coming. Fight this stupid goat man.
Goat people are superior in every way.
Well, apparently I did not go the correct way. Am I just being dumb? Did we go the wrong? Oh my god. I'm an idiot. Luke.
What?
We're supposed to go to Prisoner's Gate. I told you the wrong place. My bad.
There's a blinky there.
I had the wrong quest pulled up.
Where are we going?
Prisoner's Gate.
Oh.
Okay, that was so much easier. I found it. Valley of the Fire Drinker. Just had to drink some fire.
Cap, that's the wrong thing.
I wouldn't stand on those circles. Alright, he has phases, we have to move on and go to the next place. They're gonna just start jumping at us all the way there. Pretty annoying. Valley of the Soul Drinker. What's funny is some of these bosses, like Aberath here, doesn't trigger until you go a certain distance in, but he will not trigger until you walk past a certain line there.
And,
So you can set up, like in my case, I can throw traps at him if I stay far enough away, and then walk up and they'll trigger. Okay. Then we can go talk to, I think, Bestel, and we'll get another passive point. And now, in your Pantheon, you should have access to Aberath. It's an option. I think you take less damage from Burning Ground, which is sick. You're breaking up real bad.
Too, so it might have been why. That's not red anyway.
Okay.
Past the point.
We're going back to the Riverways.
Okay. Stash all this.
How you go?
Still alive, are we?
Uh,
How can I help?
Good tidings to you.
passive skills. Maim. Okay, where are you at?
The riverways.
Riverways. No waypoint. So I go to the... yep. Alright. Yes. Your sister. No. Decline.
That's pretty cool shit. I was like, why is the 8 jumping at me?
No. That would be terrifying.
Yeah, I thought it was one of the chieftains.
Oh, I can have 2 of them. I didn't realize that.
Hey, your overall stature, I thought you were one of these big guys over here.
You kind of do look like him.
With the armor you're wearing and stuff. I was like, whoa, 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 stop that.
Don't get
That's
that
for the
close.
goats. That's for the goats in the last section.
Yeah, we don't like the goats.
The goats can leap slam all they want. Okay. So basically, because of where we came in, we are going through the second act backwards. We're trying to go back to the old town, essentially. So we're working our way in through the opposite end. We're gonna go to the crossroads after this, I believe. No, I'm wrong. I'm very wrong. We're just in the southern forest. After that, like the next act, we're going to do that. Work our way back to that. Kind of route them all together, so whenever they get smushed, they all get smushed. How am I getting lost here? Okay, I see it. Good lord. Itty bitty tree. We're supposed to walk across. Okay. Is this a dead end? Why did I not see this? Okay. I'm just gonna stop this something. Hey. We don't have to do this right now if you don't want to.
Yeah, we'll go ahead.
Is this thunder or shadow?
Thunder.
It's doing some work.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that one. See, I don't really ever trade with women. Occasionally, like if she has jewels, I'll get one from her, but I've never had anything good there.
In a gambling mood?
That's usually like items, I see.
Yeah, it's definitely better if you're lower level and need stuff. It's just they're hidden. They're un-ID'd things. I'm assuming if you know your bases well enough, they could probably be uniques.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I've never seen it.
It's a gamble.
Yeah. Hers is a literal gamble. Okay. Oh no! I got.
Oh, you doing down? By this big
Yep.
bane thirst?
Can you drop a portal?
Yeah. See if we can get a combat here. Here we go.
I either got stunlocked or chaos damage got me. I don't know what it was, but I got hit like twice, and then I was like, oh no, and then I couldn't move or hit my potions, because I was already dead.
Ooh.
But I think that was like one of the first or second times that's happened to this character. So I was just like, oh no.
Can't do anything.
Oh my. Okay, we're actually like close to wrapping up this act. The second half of this does feel a little like, I don't want to say rushed.
It's ramped up.
Kinda, and it's also revisiting stuff we've already been through, so it's kind of the same thing, like once you get used to it.
His time has almost come. Then hope will be... I will be gone.
Did you get the black flag?
Yep.
Take the black flag. It once splattered from the mast of the Black Crest, Whalem Roth's ship. Throw it into the flames of the beacon. It's your only chance of reaching... of turning this tide. The king can't keep secrets like this.
I almost died because I was trying to like not cough in your ear. Oh, it almost happened again. I just got like stun locked. I just had like 2 or 3 enemies like tap me within like half a second of each other, and I like couldn't do anything about it. I just got tagged like real hard. There we go, I found it. We were literally on our way to fight our first major god of the Pantheon and wrap up Act 6. It's kind of fun going like one act at a time here. The way we've been doing it. You're still kind of breaking up.
How about now?
That's way better.
Sometimes the just get a little headsets. Weird.
Yeah, so you're still cutting out here and there, but it's way better. I definitely know what you're saying. Be careful here, like those orbs, like the bubbles, seem like they are not that lethal, but it's definitely one of the more dangerous things here.
The crabs.
The crabs. Let's stop hitting. Oh, we can't do that one.
We can't do.
That one says monsters kill things on 20% or less life. So if you ever dip down too low just because you're reserving your life, it could get you.
I could turn them off. Or...
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. It's not that big of a deal. I just went a different way. So next time I can like explain how that mechanic works. It took me so many tries to actually figure it out. I know I've shown you once or twice, but like actually have you place the bombs and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it limits you. Like you have a set distance from like the starting location for the first one, and they have a range like center to center. How far they can be apart. So if you want to grab that shrine, go for it.
Hold on a second. Coming.
You're good, buddy.
I cannot do this yet.
Get that.
Head in.
I went the wrong way.
No, you went the right way. It's actually where you're supposed to go. Yep. Oh, it's these things. I just did this and I forgot. I hate these things so much.
Oh yeah.
Come back to the second one. I do want to try to implement a trap like this in D&D though.
That'd be really, really smart.
Because a single pillar that you all have to stay within so far over, it starts moving backwards along a set track. There's just an infinite wave of monsters until it gets there.
Yeah.
I cannot carry this.
Okay, now we can go up here. I'll let you ignite it whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I should ask you to interact with it before the black flag in.
Oh, okay. That was quick.
I guess we both have to do it.
He just shows up.
Well, this is one of those ones I never listened to before. If you just listen to him talk.
Huh.
You got an ass for a brain in a tick skeleton. Course I'll ferry you to the prime.
You should choose the set sail to the Brine King tree. After he's done talking. Yeah, it's funny. He's just, you pulled me out of undeath to take you to your own death. You can't sign me up. You sound grumpy.
Wasting my time.
But I love that energy. I really want to do that with an intelligent summon sometimes. Like, hey, rules is rules, but it doesn't mean I gotta like this.
Right.
So, we are, I think, looking for a door. So the Brine King fight is real weird. He goes through 3 phases. In each of those phases, the arena shrinks, and he starts striking with lightning. And he is invulnerable during that phase.
Okay.
So it's a war of attrition. There will be like ads and stuff. So you'll be able to refill flasks if you kind of like manage them correctly.
I
But
see.
it gets a little tricky. There is no shame in death. Like I said, most of the bosses here are going to be really good mechanics checks, and if you've never had to use the mechanics before, there's no harm in dying. In my world, we just call that science.
We just call that science.
Data. This character, like if they had a theme song, it would be different for now.
Just go and find out.
Run, baby, run.
Oh yeah.
So this guy's a little lethal. How about you not do that? He explodes corpses like a fish. Do that, like one shot me.
I cannot carry this.
This game expects me to read and also not die at the same time.
Right.
Oh boy. The shrine's perfect for you. It adds knockback. So once you start floating stuff with like Thunder, they'll just slowly get pushed back to each of those AoEs. So like the way Thunder works is each of those separate waves get a separate hit. So technically if your attack speed is high enough, you could just like push somebody away from you in small bursts.
Jeez.
Stuck. This is one of my least favorite areas because all the coral and stuff is misleading, and I get stuck a lot.
Yeah, it looks like something we could walk on.
So strong. So dedicated. A man like you would never disappoint a lady in need. You're a gift.
Is it frozen
don't
for you
see?
too?
A sumptuous feast for His Majesty on
Has
his
she said
wedding
anything
day.
yet?
She's
We are both so touched by your generosity.
Mine's not doing anything. Are they okay? Wild. I wonder if that, like, interaction... No, it's not. Why did that? Okay. That's weird. And she didn't talk or anything. They must have just done it for you. This fight's actually, like, exceptionally difficult for a melee character since they're a solo melee character.
Oof.
I had no idea he had that, like, aura thing he does with the water. So did you die?
Yep.
I put a portal down. He's gonna save you again? Okay, the water's starting to recede, so he should be coming back up online. Last phase. Nope. We should be good.
I cannot carry this. All of ocean's mark.
Alright.
I moved my portal so we can actually talk to Waylon without...
Hold on to your cover, sweetheart.
Sail bridge encampment.
Like I said, here in Act 7, we're going to hit 2 of your lab trials, and then you're ready to do cool whenever you feel comfortable and your character's good enough. I said generally speaking 60 is like a good time to try.
What'll I do now?
Very cool out.
Judging by that.
Yeah, everybody.
The rig.
So this is what I was talking about when I said we were basically going to work backwards. We are at the Broken Bridge encampment right now where Creighton was in
Yeah.
the first half. And we are going to work back up to
Turn your back
our
and free
encampment,
the view.
which has been taken over.
Yes?
Alright. Stuff. Actually, it's a good stopping point, I think.
I agree.
I got a lot of stuff to
Let's
sell.
do that fourth and stuff to do anyway.
Yeah. If I needed.
Alright, well, let's blast.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think the pace of doing like an act a day, sometimes if we get lucky we'll knock out 2. Because like I said, act 8 and 9 isn't that bad, so.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Ooh, I got
See you
2
later, buddy.
passives. See ya. Have a good night.
Thanks, buddy.